Англійська мова. І козачок Тетяна Юріївна розкаже нам, яку тему підготувала. Пані Тетяна, вам слово.
Доброго ранку. Hello to everybody. My name is Tетяна, and I'm again here like a host of our today's video lesson. What is the topic of our today's lesson? What are we going to talk about? We are planning to chat about outdoor activities as for speaking skills. And our next topic will be the comparison of the present perfect simple and past simple. It's a burning problem for the most part of the students, the understanding of the present perfect simple and its usage. We'll try to learn this new grammar rule and later to practice it in some exercises. Let's start from our outdoor activities. What does it mean and what are the aims of our today's video lesson? First of all, it's revising and practicing vocabulary. If you stay at home and your parents are also at home, you can take them like your partners and you can do it together with your moms or your dads, or with your younger or elder sisters or brothers. Then we'll try to make up some short conversations and to memorize and train a new grammar rule. Okay, so let's start. English conversation practice. You can prepare your notebooks or vocabularies as you like, and you can practice all together. The structures I like it, the synonym I'm fond of it, I don't like it, or I dislike it. It's just the same. Let's preview. What are your favorite outdoor activities? Probably swimming, surfing, and flying. You can pronounce together with me these words. Later we'll take playing volleyball, barbecuing, and jogging. Pronounce all together. So then, playing the ball, riding on the swing, and playing golf. Then, playing baseball, skiing, and scuba diving. Scuba diving, you can pronounce these words for several times, as it is rather difficult in pronunciation. Then some outdoor activities concerning household duties, drying clothes and washing a car, and one of your favorites, skateboarding. Skateboarding. Okay, so just a minute. Sorry, it's a technical. Okay, so now it's your turn to express the preferences by saying, for example, surfing, I like it or I dislike it. Flying, jogging, I'm fond of it or I don't like it. Next, you can also express your preferences as for swimming, playing volleyball, and barbecuing, saying, I like it or I dislike it. For example, swimming, I'm fond of swimming. Volleyball, I'm fond of volleyball. Barbecuing, I like it. Let's go further. So again, playing the ball, riding on the swing, and playing golf. You can choose one of your favorite structures. Then, just the same as for playing baseball, scuba diving, and skiing. For example, as for me, I dislike scuba diving. And it all depends on your own preferences. Drying clothes, as it is your household duty, probably you can say, I dislike it, or I don't like it. Washing a car, it's one of the preferences of your parents. You can also say, I don't like it. And skateboarding, you can say, I'm fond of skateboarding. Today also we are planning to make up some short dialogues and practice them. And we use a new structure for you. Let's go. Let's go. And we are going to introduce some new words, such as let's go to the library, and you can pronounce it twice. Library, library. And you can say, that's a good idea. Let's go to the beach. Beach, beach. That's a good idea. Next, let's go to the gym. Gym, gym. That's a good idea. Or you can say, that's a great idea. Let's go roller skating. Roller skating, roller skating. That's a good idea. Let's go shopping. Shopping, shopping. That's a good idea. But I just want to remind you that during this isolated period of quarantine, you can't do all of these outdoor activities. Probably just go shopping. And now we are planning to have a look at our new grammar material. So we are planning to introduce present perfect simple and to compare it with past simple. Present perfect simple, it has three functions. One of them is to indicate past events, another one recent past events and unfinished states. Let's go further. For better understanding of this material, we can use a timeline. Past events timeline. So, what does it mean? We can use this timeline in the past, then in present and in future. So, okay, so let's introduce the irregular verbs and regular verbs. For example, past perfect tense. What is the time words? The time words for present and past simple are, ever, never, just, already, and yet. The word yet we use in the end of our sentence. Okay, so let's go further. What are the helping verbs? The helping verbs are have and has. These are helping verbs for I, we, you, they, and has for the prepositions she, he, it. Then, what is past participle? Past participle, if it is the regular verb, it is the verb with the ending ed, and if it is the irregular verb, it is the third column of the irregular verbs. So, in the end of our today's lesson, we'll practice it in some training exercises. So let's go further. The present perfect simple indicates that something happened in the past between the day you were born until now. I have been to Australia. It means that you went there some time ago. And be careful of the difference between the verbs been and gone. Been means that you are back yet, and gone means that you went at any period of time but you didn't return. So, when someone asks you, have you ever been to Australia? It means that you have been there at any time from the day you were born until now. We often use the helping word never to emphasize negatives and ever to emphasize our questions about past events. Let's go further. What is the second function? The second function is talking about recent past events. As an example, Mom, have you finished cooking dinner? Yes, I have made your favorite cookies. We can also use just, already, yet, or ever, never, just, already, yet. I prefer to learn these helping words together with my students in class. So, what is the third function of the present perfect simple tense when we are talking about unfinished states? Just remember, we use for to indicate a certain period of time, for an hour, for 2 days, and since for a starting point of time, since last time or since the 1980s. Let's go further. As for the timeline, we can give an example such as one boy met, for example, a girl at a certain point of time. Then they still know each other in the present and they have known each other for 2 weeks. Here we use present perfect simple. So let's go further. As for the past simple, it has only one function, that is to talk about finished events when the time is known. When your mom asks, "How was your date, honey?" her son could reply, "We broke up." So what are the forms of the present perfect simple statements? We use subject, then we use have, has, or the negative form, plus past participle, here past participle, and whatever you want to say, plus helping words for, since, before, recently, yet. I have been to Australia, I have never been to America, he has been to Kyiv, I have not made dinner yet. We use yet always in the end of the sentences. Let's go further. The forms of the present perfect simple for open questions. Open questions, they always start from WH or how plus have, has, plus negatives, plus the subject, plus past participle, then what you want to say, plus yet or time word, which is optional. For example, how long have you known each other for? How long? It's a WH or open question. Then forms for yes, no questions. Yes, no questions. On the first place, have, has, or negatives, plus subject, plus ever, plus past participle, plus what you want to say, then yet or other time word. For example, have you been to Australia, or have you finished cooking dinner yet? Okay, so let's sum up the material and do some grammar exercises. The present perfect simple has 3 functions. It indicates past events, then recent past events, and then unfinished states. As for the past simple, it has only one function, to indicate the action, the time of which is known. So, fill the gaps with have or has. Don't forget this rule. Have we use for preposition, for pronouns I, we use they, and has for the pronouns he, she, it. Okay? Let's start. Fill the gaps together with me. She opened the window. How do you think? If it is she, we use has. Next, they called us. They, for they, it will be have. Then, you carried a box. For you, it will be the helping verb have. It rained a lot. For it, it will be again has. We washed the car. For we use the helping verb have. He closed the window. Again, he, we should use has. Jenny locked the door. Jenny, it's a girl. Jenny, she, that's why we use the helping verb has. And let's do our next exercise. Complete the sentences. You then read many books. You, for you, we use have, and when we open the brackets, we use the third column. It means read, 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 the third column. Then, I lose money. I, it means that we use have, and the third form, lose, lost, lost. Ben has plus listen with the ending ed. They, we use have, and the third form, drank 2 glasses. You, it means have plus get, got, the third column. Mary has plus get, got, and Tom, it's a boy. He, it means we use has, and the third form, go, went, gone. You can use your notebooks. You can copy down this exercise, and you can do it by yourselves at home to remember and to practice again the present perfect simple tense. Thanks for the attention. I wish you just a good time, and don't panic and follow the rules of the hygiene. Bye.
Дякуємо.